my camera a bit. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I forgot to turn on flash. Flash helps with the colors and stuff. It's a little dark in here, so. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's live stream, I'm gonna be working on my Daisy Jean doll. She is a work in progress. As you can see, I'm not done, but I did go from ear to ear, and I've started to work my way back a bit. This is a doll I got maybe like, I forgot, I think it was about a week ago at this point. And when I got her, before I got her, I actually found out that she was rooted with polypropylene, and I have her original hair right here because I wanted to do a comparison to the color. Now you can see that this is much of a brighter pink, and I really did like this color, and if I could have gotten an exact color, I would have. There were some colors from the seller I got this hair from that probably would have been about this color, but I was scared to get them because even the color on this hair was was off. Like, it looked a lot more vibrant in the picture, so I was like, okay, well, let me just go with this hair color to be safe, so it's not like super duper bright, you know, like, I don't know, super duper bright. But it ended up being a bit more muted, of a muted pink, which I'm not mad at. I think it looks quite nice. It actually might look a little bit closer to her animated show hair color, but you know, as you if you read my community post, you know what's wrong with this hair. It's not, to mine, it could very well be Kanekalon fiber, but it's not really like any of the fiber I've come to reroot my dolls with. I have this right here, which is Kanekalon, the regular Kanekalon I use, and it's a bit more, you can kind of hear that. This one's a bit more like waxy feeling. And it didn't, I had to flat iron it, so I had to flat iron this hair, which isn't ideal for me, and personally, I don't like, I mean, I don't mind flat ironing hair, but when it comes to rerooting, I like to do batches of the hair. Like, so I'll take one big hank of the hair, I'll take the whole hank, and I'll, like, boil wash it all, each side, and in the middle, so I have, like, a huge thing of hair to work with. I kind of like to get it done all at once, and with the straightening method, I'm not going to have enough hair to reroot this entire head, so I'm going to have to go back and cut more hair off and then straighten it and all that stuff, so it's going to take a little while, but especially since I like to procrastinate on stuff, so... But yeah, I'm going to try and get this girl done and get her hair all fixed up and curled and put her with my Barbie Dream Besties. This honestly feels almost like a nylon. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel quite like a nylon, which I don't really mind how soft it is. It's just the fact of it not straightening out when I put it in boiling water. So yeah, but I was able to get pretty much all the texture out. There is like little bits, like little hair strands. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Which, if you want to root with the textured hair, like for your doll, that's fine. But I like to do that for, sometimes I've tried to root textured hair into a doll before, and it's just really hard, and it gets really messy and stuff like that. So what I like to do is I like to root it in straight and then put texture in afterward if I'm going to do texture. So that's how I do it. But yeah, this is it's not as shiny as I mean, it has a good shine to it, but I don't think it's as shiny as this hair. Like, see, this one's to me, it looks a little more shinier than this one, but that could just be my eyes playing tricks on me, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna try and get some of these hair plugs prepared, so yeah. Thankfully, this isn't pre-stretched or anything like that, which is another reason I wanted the Ultra Braid, was because it's non-pre-stretched, which... Pre-stretched is essentially where, I've mentioned this before, but I'll go over it again, where you have different hair lengths. So you could have some up here, some down here, and stuff like that. I think it's to make it look more natural at the ends, mostly, but it's not good when you're trying to root your doll, so you'll have a bunch of different lengths of hairs popping out of the head and stuff like that, and it can be very tedious to take care of that, and it kind of settles down when you boil wash it, but it can get annoying. But anyways, with that being said, let's get to rooting. Well, can't really root her until I prepare the hair plugs. So let's prepare some hair plugs, shall we? I'm gonna grab about this much hair. Doop. And I'll set this off to the side. Ooh, that was a blue hair from where I was rooting my Cleo doll the other day, yesterday to be exact. So let us make sure the ends are nice and even. Okay, was that a... whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna take the hair in the middle and twist it, not twist it, pinch it. And make that little thing there. This hair still does pinch well, so that's good. Unlike a nylon that wants to go all over the place. So that's good. I'm glad it still has that property to it. It's one of my favorite properties of Kanekalon. Now I'm trying to make her hair a little bit thicker. Not like super duper thick, but like thicker than I have been rooting recently, because I've been working on like dolls, vintage Barbies and stuff like that, and sometimes I don't like the thought of making their hair super duper thick unless it's like a 90s doll, right? But like if it's a 60s Barbie or something like that, they had like quite thin hair, so I try and keep that original. So that's why I've been rooting my hair in kind of thinly, but I'm trying to get better at doing it thicker, because I think it... honestly, I haven't been happy with a lot of my roots recently. I think I've mentioned that before, but I think maybe making them thicker will help, hopefully. Hopefully I don't end up making it too thick, though, because it's hard to take hair out. It's easier to just add hair in if you need it, but whatever. We're gonna YOLO, I suppose. Even if the hair isn't, like, exactly even, I'm gonna be cutting this doll's hair. It's not gonna be... I wish I had her body in here with me, but I don't, so there's some blue hair in there. Again, there's some more blue hair there. Get that out of my way. And there's more blue hair. It's black hair right there. Little strands. I'm not trying to get that in my doll's head, so yes. But yeah, I haven't been up to too much today, honestly. I woke up early. We went to town. I went to go look at the clearance at Walmart because it's Black Friday coming up. They had basically nothing there, I'll be honest. It was close to nothing, in my opinion, doll-wise at least, which was kind of upsetting. Like, there were hardly any, like, good toys or anything. They were just, like, cheap. There were some Barbies, but honestly, I don't even know how much they were. They were probably, like, still too expensive for what they were. And stuff like that, but I'm not, like, a huge... I like certain Barbies. Like, I love the Barbie Deluxe. I love vintage Barbies. I love early 2000s Barbies. I love, like, you know, fashionistas and stuff like that, like dolls that I grew up with, but I'm not, like, a huge, like, I'm not a Barbie, what's the word? A Barbie... I also love the Dream Besties. A Barbie, not a stan, but, like, I'm not a dedicated Barbie collector or anything. I'm not gonna buy a Barbie that I don't like just to complete a collection or something like that. I'm not like that with Barbie. Barbie is dolls that I get occasionally if I really like them. And I really love the Barbie Deluxe #3. Ooh, she is gorgeous. Even though she has the Millie sculpt, she's still gorgeous in my opinion. Now, I think I would actually reroot her if I got her, because I'm not a fan... I'm not a fan of her hair. Like, I love the color, but I'm not a fan of the length. I wish that it was longer, had curls in it or something. And I'm not a fan of she has this, like, top knot thing, right? So it's like this little bun that's right at the top of her head like that, and they cut it super duper short. And I seen Dolly Me, he's a YouTuber on here, he does like doll reviews and stuff. I seen his unboxing of it, and I don't think I finished the video. I think I was doing something and I clicked off, but I know that I got to the part where he was talking about how the tights didn't go all the way down and stuff like that, but the hair was like, this like portion of the hair was all cut all the way up to there. No, I don't like that. So I would definitely reroute her with, I don't know what color hair, honestly. I do have some, I do want to get that doll. That's a doll that I want, a Barbie. I would love to get that Barbie and play with her and have her and play with her and stuff like that. They remind me, those Barbies remind me a lot of like early fashionistas, the way that they're dressed. For some reason, I think it's because of the articulation. Like, they don't look like Barbie extra to me. I liked certain Barbie extras. There were a few that I really liked, but I wasn't like a huge stan of the Barbie extra line. Like, they were higher quality than a lot of the Barbies we have nowadays. And I loved Barbie extra was she number 3 or 4? I think it was 3, Barbie extra number 3 or something like that, with the pink fluffy coat and the long blonde hair with the pink in it. Oof, she was gorgeous. Face was a little bit simple, like the makeup side of things, but she was still a gorgeous doll. And I loved the one, it was another Millie. It was like a Barbie extra number something or another, and she had like this kind of like 70s thing going on. To me, it looked kind of 70s. I think it was like flowers and stuff like that. I forget. Wish I had my tablet in here, that way I could look it up. And then there was another one that had she was an AA, and she had long twists in her hair. And she was really pretty, and she was like wearing pink and stuff like that. I loved that one. But yeah, besides those, not a whole lot of them stood out to me. Those are the ones that I remember that I really liked. There was another one. She had purple hair, and she had these like little clips or something, these little plastic things in her hair. I forget. I don't know what Barbie extra number she was. Like, see, I wish they had names instead of all these numbers to remember. That way I could like put a name with the face and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not really that good at remembering names either, so maybe it wouldn't make a difference, but I am a fan when the doll has a name and a personality and stuff like that, so yeah. Alright, I think we have all the plugs tied up to where we can root them in the head. So let me grab all of them. They're over here in this little pile. I don't know how many I just was mindlessly doing it while rambling. That should be several, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, so I do like the feeling of this hair. I just don't like that it has to be straightened, so yeah. Let's get our needle. Rubber band right there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start working. Is that a rogue hair? Did I spot in there? That rhymed. Yes there is. It's like right in here. It's like super duper short. I don't know if it's part of, did I pop that? No, it didn't. Let me just. This hair is like super duper strong too. That's what it, I say that as I break it, but like it feels like nylon. Honestly, I know it's not nylon, but I don't know. I don't know if I like how it, so after I'm done rooting this doll, I'm gonna flat iron her hair again, and then I will determine whether I like this hair fiber enough to repurchase it. I don't know if I will or not, but we will see. Because it is very super duper soft, but I just don't know if it'll hold up, you know what I mean? Don't know. I know Kanekalon will. Just don't know if this one will. So where am I gonna start rooting? I think I'll start from the top and work my way down because it's easier that way. Like, so the hair doesn't get in your way and stuff. What is this hair here? I don't think that's... No, that's not a part of that. Okay. See, I'm like 15 minutes in. I haven't even rooted one single plug in her hair. But yeah, I do really like... I'm starting to like Barbie more. I'm starting to get into the newer Barbies. I'm starting to get into Barbie again after I have gotten rid of some of mine. Which is how it goes. Sometimes you get rid of something and you get back into it and all this other stuff. But I have a habit of doing that for most dolls. And then I'll get bored. Like, I still love them, but then I'll get, like, into something else and I'll, like, forget the other one or something. Yeah, so. But I don't know. I picked the ones that I wanted anyway, so it should be fine. Let's do this. Can I just stick it in? Yep, I can stick it in there. Her head's soft enough where I can do that, thankfully. So if I don't feel like moving my needle around, like... I mean, sometimes I get into a rhythm, though. When I'm doing a reroute, I'll do like this, and then I'll do it around fast and do this and all that stuff, so... I have gotten good and fast at that. So let's see. I think I will... I don't know, I'm thinking. I think I'll route this. I think I'll route like this. There's one little... Okay. Yeah, but, so today... So I think I mentioned in a community post. I'm pretty sure I did. I got the Eeked Getaway dolls. They were on sale at Target for $37, and I paid a total of $39 and some change. Probably like 48 cents, something like that. Which is a great deal when you consider the original price, which was $75. That is like, I don't know, I think it was like 50% off or something. So that was a pretty good steal. The only time I will ever... Well, I did... For my birthday, I asked for the Hisfit set. The G3 Hisfit set. Because I really wanted those dolls. They were super pretty, and it was quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It was quite... I don't know. I should have waited, but I wanted them like now, then and there, and I thought they were gonna sell out, and I was never gonna be able to get them, and FOMO, just FOMO. But honestly, I'm glad that I ended up getting them like early on and stuff like that, because even though the price has went down for them like significantly, they were super... When they first released, people... Oh, I didn't even... Okay. People were like charging exorbitant amounts of money for them. Like almost upwards of $200, and I'm gonna be honest, that's about how... We didn't pay 200, but it was close to it for my pack, and it didn't... Good thing it was a birthday, or else I would have felt a little awkward. I still feel a little awkward about it, though, not gonna lie, but thinking about all the dolls I could have gotten without all that money, but whatever. Yeah. I am still thankful that I was able to get them and stuff, but yeah. So yeah, I did end up purchasing a lot of 2 Barbies off of eBay. They were vintage, 60s. And it was listed under Ponytail Barbie and Bubblecut Barbie. And I was like, I was looking at the picture and I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. So I clicked it. And then I kept looking and I was like, wait a minute. I think I know what doll that is. She's a brunette and she does have a flaw. So basically she was a brunette number 4 Barbie. I am almost positive that she is a brunette number 4 Barbie because of the style of bangs, the style of the face, and I'm pretty sure she's on her original body because I didn't see any seam lines. If you don't know, the original, like, first 4 Barbies that were made, they basically didn't have what's called a seam lines that ran up their where they would put the 2 pieces of the doll together and then melt them or glue them or whatever they did. They didn't have that. They were basically a solid piece of vinyl for the torso, here and here, no twist or anything. A solid piece right here that was put into a a mold, and it was like coated with it was like filled up completely, so it was solid. That's I actually call it a solid body because it's not hollow. The legs, arms, and the torso are all solid. Only thing that isn't solid is the head, obviously, because I needed to like root the hair in and stuff. But yeah, that I am almost positive the way that it looks and the way that it's just colored as well, because the number 4s I've noticed, I've looked at a lot of them, and I noticed like several I've seen have had this like this yellow discoloration that happens at the legs. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that out or not. I'm not gonna try it. I don't know if I'm gonna bleach it or anything. I don't think I want to, but I might soak it in some denture tablets. I've heard that that works, but I don't know. I've tried that before, and it just seems like it doesn't do much, but I'll try it again. See if that cleans her up any, but yeah, I'm pretty darn sure she's a number 4 on her original body, and the only flaw she has is a nose nip. Like at the very tip of her nose, and I can fix those. As long as I have fixed up a bubble cut. I will say that had everything on her face besides her eyes was just like gone, like eaten off, chopped off, whatever. I have repaired that. It looks a little interesting, but I was testing it out and seeing if I could like actually do it, and I did. I was able to paint her lips and everything, and I think I would like to show her. I think I know where she is, but I would have to go get her, and I don't feel like doing that right now, but I may end up showing her. I may end up doing a video on how to do that, because it's quite simple, actually. You just need a few supplies. What I use isn't what most people use, though. A lot of people use the UV resin, which if I had access to it, I probably would try it too, but I use the acrylic, it's this acrylic nail powder that you basically use to do your nails. So you would put the form on, and then you would apply the acrylic like so, build it up, and then shape it, and then there's your acrylic nail. So I basically just take that acrylic, a little bit of acetone, and I will dip it in there and apply it to the face and try and shape the features back on the nose or the mouth or whatever, the lip that's gone. And sometimes you can even get it in the like different, like they sell it in like these kind of different colors. And I think there's one color that works good for the Caucasian dolls. Don't I think it's like a peachy color or something like that, but it's not like exact, but it might look better than the clear, but the clear looks pretty okay to me. But yeah, that's basically what I plan on doing. Is I plan on fixing her up and stuff and making her look pretty. I did have a number 4. I sold her for very cheap. I only had her head though, and I had to like completely repaint her face basically, except for like just her eyes. But yeah, I got rid of her because I was in need of monies. I poked myself with my needle again. I'm just like immune to the punctures at this point. It happens so often. But yeah, can't wait. Oh, and the other doll that was in the lot, I forgot to mention. I mentioned it in my community post what these dolls were and stuff, but she's basically I think she's a later bubble cut, maybe like a 63 or 4 or something like that. I forgot when they stopped making. I think they made them from 61 to 64 or 5, maybe. And she's definitely, I think, on the later end, because her hair is like really big, and basically how it goes is the first ones that were made had a more didn't have as much hair, so they were basically more tightly packed. The later ones have like the big hair like this. It just like comes out. And I thought that was interesting, but yeah. I think she's a later one, but she does seem to be in fairly good shape. She has all of her fingers, which is a problem. A lot of older Barbies from the 60s have this, like their fingers will be like missing their pinkies. So does the number 4. She has her all of her fingers and toes and everything. So does the bubble cut. The number 4 just has a teeny tiny little nose nip. And let me think. The bubble cut is I think she's an ash blonde, or I think she's an ash blonde or something like that. She's blonde, and her face looks a teeny bit faded. I'm not gonna lie, the way her eyes look, but it could just be from the picture. But they sometimes did get, like, if they were left in the sun, her vinyl looks like it's kind of yellowed a little bit. It could just be dirt, but I'm gonna wash her and, like, examine and see what I can do with that. And she actually comes with her, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure they're her original shoes and her original bathing suit, which are kind of hard to find. Like, not super hard to find, but it's nice when you can get them. And I didn't pay, like, I'm gonna be honest, I paid, do I want to say how much I paid, though, for the both of them? I'll just say it. I paid, like, $120 for them, and with shipping, it added up to $138 in total. And that's an amazing deal for the $2 I got, because that number 3, if it was a number 3, it would well be worth that, but the number 4 alone, even in like rougher shape than mine, I've seen go for like $250 to $300, if not more than that, like $400 and stuff like that. Because the brunettes are a little bit harder to find on the earlier dolls. There weren't as many made, I don't think, as the blondes, so finding a brunette especially is like, I don't know, I love brunette ponytail Barbies, so that's another reason I wanted her. But yes, I'm very happy that I got her. And her makeup is like there, but like in certain areas it's like obviously like rubbed off her lips. Still, you can still see the outline of them and stuff, but like there's a rub here, there, a little bit there. Her eyebrows are mostly rubbed at the ends, but they're still there. Her eye makeup, I couldn't see in the photos that well, but it looked like the ends of her eyelashes were a little rubbed, which is very common for vintage Barbies. Stuff like that. So yeah, but overall a fantastic price. I don't know if they just didn't know what they were listing or something. I don't know. I just assume if it isn't for an exorbitant amount of money, then people tend not to know what they're listing or something like that. But yes, as you can see, we're getting there. I've already rooted in there. I don't know which one I'm going to use for her part line. This one goes further back. So I think that was originally her part line, I forget. But I think I'm going to use this one and just go like right here. I'm going to root that, but I'm going to flip it over so it's nice and thick. And then I'm going to use that as the part line. I'm hoping this hair will like... The thing is, I'm scared with this hair is it's not going to want to lay flat. So I'm scared it's going to be super puffy. But when you give it usually when you give Kanekalon hair a boil wash, it lays like pretty flat, like bone straight even. But since this hair wasn't turning straight when I was using the boiling water, I'm scared that it won't set when I try and boil wash her hair. So hopefully I don't have to resort to flat iron. Like, I will have to flat iron it, obviously, because it's not completely straight in certain areas, but hopefully I won't have to use heat tools to set her hair in the style I want, because I don't want to do that, really. She honestly would look cute with bangs. I feel like her face would benefit from bangs, but I don't think I want to try bangs with this fiber quite yet. I don't know how they would look. Plus, I want to do her like in more in the original style she was presented in, which was a middle part. Then she came with like 2 braids that came down like that were rubber banded. Then her hair was like a bunch of curls, like this basically. A bunch of curls at the end. Very pretty curls, and this fiber is like really shiny and stuff like that. I just don't see myself ever putting this into a doll again. So even like a clone doll, like if I'm gonna put the effort into rerouting a doll, I feel like use at least a decent fiber than polypropylene. Like this, you can see how, let me grab it, like how much it's like grabbing on at the ends when I'm running my fingers through it. This hair doesn't do that, as you can see. Barely, pretty much no resistance. So I'm hoping that this hair turns out really good, though it feels very soft and such. I just am hoping and praying that it will boil set. Ugh. But yeah, let's make some more plugs. I have a bunch of hair left to go. Let's see. Let's section this much off. I need to add some more water in there. Move this down a little bit more. Try and make them as even as possible. And then pinch. I don't know what I plan on doing after I like use all my hair up, because I don't think I want to do a straightening stream. Plus my straightener's all the way in another room, and I don't feel like going and grabbing that, so we'll see what happens. I might just like grab a doll and start working on it or something. I do have a doll that I need to fix the neck on, which shattered when I was washing her, so I might, she's like behind my door of this room, so in a tote in the hallway, so I might grab her body really quick and we'll do like a little fix-up stream. We'll see, we'll see. But, ooh, that got caught. But yeah, I haven't boil washed Cleo yet. She is still in need of a boil wash because the hair is sticking like straight up. And her other hair isn't like being, that's a really thick one. Cooperative. And it feels really, I need to wash it first though before I boil wash it because, yeah, it's quite gelled. So yeah, I'm just very thankful I got a really good Frankie. That way I don't have to like reroute them. So yeah. I actually have a G1 Frankie and I need to reroute her. It's a Schools Out Frankenstein, which is one of my favorite Frankies, actually. She came nude though, so that's sad, but, and her hair came cut, which is even sadder, but I don't mind rerouting her. Oh, hello, Sugar Pop. Welcome, welcome to my stream. How are you doing? I'm just working on this, I know another reroute, but I have a lot of them to do, and I use these streams as like a little excuse for me to not be lazy, I guess. So yeah. But what was I saying? Oh right, I have a Schools Out Frankie I need to finish. Need to start actually the reroute. I don't know what fiber I want to do for her though. It's a really thick one actually. That's a really thick plug. Because I have Kanekalon, and I rerouted another Frankie, and her hair, it basically looks like the original hair color. So Yeah, black and blonde, like a light blonde. Which actually, if you do I want welcome committee for? Oh yes, I want them very much. Actually, I'm sad I didn't get to pre-order them, but I don't even know if it was canceled. I've heard rumors that it was like canceled because people's orders were being canceled, so I don't know if they're gonna be releasing that doll. But I really want them because I really like the dark lip and I like the side part and I really like the little outfit that they have on that doll. So yeah, I do want them because I really do like Frankie from G1 is my favorite character from G1. So yeah, that's why I like G3 Frankie a lot, even if the personalities and stuff like are the characters' personalities and stuff are different. But I still really like Frankie in general, so that's why I want them from the G3. Most of their dolls, anyways. Do I have all of their dolls? Let's see. I have. No, I don't have all of them. I'm missing Welcome Committee and the Skulltimate Secrets Series 1 doll from Frankie. So I think besides that, I have every Frankie doll. I'm going to watch Moana 2 tonight at the movie theater. Oh, okay, that's nice. I hope you enjoy Moana. Um, I wasn't a big fan of Moana when I watched it myself, but I really do like the character designs and stuff. Some of the songs were cute, so yeah, I hope you enjoy that. I'm seeing a lot of Moana merch though in store, like a bunch of dolls and like little toys and stuff like that at my local Walmart. So I hope it's like a good. I hope it's good though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have every G3 Frankie doll besides the Welcome Committee and the Skulltimate Secrets 1 Frankie. Um, yes. Oh, you're gonna make a bracelet? Oh, that's nice. Is it gonna be like a friendship bracelet? Like, I don't have a. She actually came with like a necklace that had like the beads and it had her name on it. Is it gonna be kind of like that? Or is it just gonna be like a bunch of different colored beads? Or is it even gonna be beads? Like, is it just gonna be like string or whatever? Like thread? A thread bracelet? Yarn? Something like that. Rubber band bracelet, and I'm going to make it pink and green for oh, that's nice. I really do want to sit down and watch the Wicked movie. I think it's like over 3 hours, maybe. So I'm a little concerned for that. But I would love to sit down and watch the Wicked movie. I do like the costume design mostly. Most of the costumes, the makeup, a little plain for me, but you know. Don't think I've ever made a rubber band bracelet, if I'll be honest. I remember those little like loop things you would get, and there was like this machine, not a machine, but like a thing with little spikes where you would like braid it into there, and you could make like bracelets and stuff like that with it. They were like elastics, not like rubber bands, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Which who knows, I may not be. So, there's another dreaded little black slash, that's blue. That one was blue. Even though I haven't watched Wicked or know anything really about it, I do like the popular song. I don't know all of it by heart or anything like that. I just know the popular part. And sometimes I hum it because it's very catchy. And I think Ariana Grande did a pretty good job of singing it. Okay, there we go. I have a bunch of knotted plugs now. Don't know if it might be more than last time. I guess I could knot the rest of this hair. Don't know though if I want to do that. Do I want to knot the rest of this hair? I reroot kind of quickly, and I don't want this stream to be like super short or anything, so I'm gonna try not to knot that now, so I'll have some more time. This live stream, I try and make them at least an hour. Sometimes I fail though. Let's see here. Oh my, I just cannot get enough of these Barbie Dream Besties. They're so pretty. I really want Ken. He is definitely one of my favorite boy dolls released in years, honestly. I'll be completely honest. I know that I know that he has like it's not weird, but like this style where it's only rooted up here and then it's shaven all around. I don't know what that style is called, but I know that they love giving that style to boy dolls. I have no idea why. But honestly, it looks cute on him. I'm not gonna complain. He has rooted hair. I think it's Saran. I hope it's Saran. I mean, I would prefer it to be nylon, but you can, as long as it's not polypropylene, I'll take any hair fiber over polypropylene, honestly. How was your day? How was my day? I got up kind of early and went to the store. I was looking at some of the clearance. And they were setting out some Black Friday stuff. They had, honestly, they had little to nothing there. I'll be completely honest. Like no like cool toys or dolls or like even like appliances even. Nothing really, just like it was all kind of cheap crap, I'll be honest. But yeah, besides that, we got out the store and then we came home and my day was okay-ish, you know? Nothing spectacular happened, but that's most days. Usually nothing really extraordinary happens and I just like do little projects to keep myself occupied or whatnot. But yeah, that's basically been my day. How was yours? How was your day? I hope it was good. Which I guess your day is going to be even better since you're going to go see Moana too. What was I saying about the Barbie? Oh yeah, the Dream Besties Ken. That's what I was saying. Talking about. He's by far my favorite boy doll that they've released so far. I just love him to death. And I love that for the stock image, his eyes were printed down lower and I didn't really like it. It looked a little funny, but then when I saw the actual doll, his eyes were printed further up. And I fell in love with him. Ugh, he just looks so handsome. I love him so much. I just slept all day and then I had to go to a... Oh, okay. So your day wasn't that eventful either, I assume. Yeah. The other day I actually had a dentist appointment, but we ended up having to reschedule because of something. But so yeah, that day was going to have something in store for it, but it got canceled. So yeah. Other than going to town every now and then or the post office to ship off stuff, I don't really go out or do much. So yeah. Oh, the Wicked dolls I saw are coming back in stock on Amazon. I don't know if they're on Walmart. I know they were on Amazon. And I'm happy about that because the people were charging like hundreds of dollars for some of these dolls. And I think the most expensive was like 40. So I am happy about that they're starting to make them more available now after the whole like little incident they had with the boxes. But yeah, I'm glad to see that. I do want to get a Glenda doll. Not so much Alphaba. I'm just not a big fan of her face. I don't know what it is about her face. I think I know what it is. I think it's her green lips. I'm not a big fan of the green lips with the green skin. It's like too much green. I wish that they had done like a red lip, like the original. That would have looked really cool on her. Like a dark, maybe like a darker shade of red or something like that. Would have went well with that green skin tone. I mean, red and green are complementary colors, so should have been like natural to do that. But I guess maybe they wanted to go for like a nude lip look. I don't know. What was the website of the incident with the Wicked doll? It was wicked.com. I don't recommend going to it. But yeah, it was wicked.com. Which I can see why they made that mistake though. Well, I don't know why they made it. I mean, I can see why it was easily looked over, but you would think that they would have been triple, quadruple checking that to make sure it was the right website. But yeah, I can see why it was confused. What if you paint her lip? Yeah, that's true. I could paint her lips. I saw there's this person on Instagram called Doll. I think it's Doll Junk, and he like repainted the Glenda doll and the Alphaba doll, and he did a beautiful job. He gave the Alphaba doll red lips, and she looks stunning. So I might actually do that. I might get like the more budget dolls of them if they go on sale. I might get like the special, like the more deluxe ones if they go on sale. Because I think they're really pretty. I just don't know if I want to spend like $40 on them, you know? But if they're on sale for maybe like 25, something like that, I might snatch them up. Who knows, maybe the dolls that are 25 now will be like 15 in the future. So if that happens, I might actually paint her lips red. You're right. I could do that. Ugh, I still can't get over his repaint though. He restyled her hair and redid her makeup and everything. She looked stunning. Ugh. Ugh, okay. Is that a hole? No, that's just a paint scrape. I don't know what happened to her scalp. Like, you can tell that it's like they painted it, but it like scraped off or something. I don't know if it was like wet when they were doing it or somebody touched her, because you can see all these little like scrapes or whatever where the paint is flaking off, and I don't know why. You can't really scrape it off, so that's good, but yeah. Don't know why that happened. Probably could have painted her scalp closer to this color, but I don't know. I'm kind of lazy, so I didn't do that. Ugh. Yeah, if I sell something else on my eBay, I may splurge and get the Ken doll. I just might to complete my Barbie Dream Besties collection. Because I do plan on getting all of the releases that I can get my hands on, because I really do love the dolls, and I would love to have different variations of the main... How many are there? 4? Yeah, the main 4, so... Instead of Sugar Pup, you can call me... Jillian? Jillian. Oh, Jillian. Sorry, I have trouble reading names sometimes. Jillian. Okay. All right, I'll try and call it if I can remember. If I forget and call you Sugar Pup, just correct me. Jillian. I was almost reading that as Jalea or something. I was like, Jalea? That's an interesting name. My eyesight isn't the best sometimes, too, so that probably didn't help. Yeah. Other song stuck in my head, but yes. I honestly wish I was able to sew dresses for my dolls, because I see some people making like the most beautiful like garments for their dolls. There's this one YouTuber called Disney Barbie Girl, and she does like vintage Barbies and stuff like that. And she did this one Tammy dress for this Tammy doll, and it was gorgeous. It was drop dead gorgeous, and she's actually selling her on eBay. And on it, if I had the money and the means to buy her and stuff like that, I probably would, because she's such a gorgeous doll. Ugh, I really wish I could buy her, but I can't, so... Yeah. I mean, I could, but she's also a bid, but... If it was a buy it now, maybe. I don't really do bids, because I'm always scared of losing the auction. It's like an anxiety thing, so... Yeah, not a fan of bids, but I do them every now and then, but yeah. My foot is falling asleep. Sorry, I keep readjusting my foot because it keeps falling asleep. Yeah, let me just finish that. How many is 4, 5? Okay, so I'm gonna have to root one in the hair plug below. Okay. This is a really pretty hair color. It's a shame that it doesn't straighten out when you boil wash it. It's only when you straighten it that it straightens out, but hoping that I'll be able to set it and stuff when I go to style her hair. I have a feeling that it might actually set with the curl. I don't know about going flat to the head yet, but I'm pretty sure with the curl, because it's hot water set, and it basically will set it in place. And even for the other hair that I have, even though that hair did not go straight when I tried to flat iron it, it did set in a curl when I poured boiling water on it, so... Yeah, I have a feeling that this will curl. I'm just scared that it won't lay flat when I try and dump hot water on it. Oh, you are excited for Moana 2. Yeah, I would be too, honestly. Like, who knows? I might end up watching Moana 2. I don't... I think I tried to watch the first one, but I just couldn't get into it or something. It was many years ago, so maybe my taste has changed since then, but... I don't know. I haven't been excited for a movie in a while, I'll be honest. The only movie I'm excited for is an anime movie that's coming out. It's called Puella Magi Madoka Magica Walpurgisnacht, or Walpurgisnacht Rising. And that's like a continuation of this anime series called Puella Magi Madoka Magica. They've had they've had a few movies and such, and I really like that franchise, so I'm really excited for that movie that's coming out in like, I think it was like December of 2025. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But besides that movie, I haven't really been excited for many, oddly enough. Okay, there we go. I wonder if this head would fit on a regular Barbie body. It probably would. The hole seems to be the same as a Barbie head. It'd look a little odd, though, to me. I see some people that put, like, Bratz heads on Barbie bodies, and I remember trying that when I was little. Alright, that's fine. I remember doing that when I was little, and even then, I don't think I liked it that much. I thought it looked kind of funny, and even today, I think it looks funny when people do that, and some people just live by that, and that's good. I'm glad for them that they like that. I just do not find that appealing to look at a Bratz hit on a Barbie body. That just looks off to me. I think it's because of the over exaggerated proportions on these bigger headed dolls, especially like a Bratz. Like, she has no nose, she has like huge lips, huge eyes and stuff like that. Teeny ears and all this other stuff. And then putting her on like this somewhat true to reality body is like weird. I think it's just a proportions thing, but yeah, I just am not a fan of that. Okay, there we go. Now we're going on this row, and then we'll go boop, 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 like the machine did. So let's just open both of these up. We have 6 plugs left to root into this doll's hair, and then we need to make some more. So yes. Okay, that needs to be wetted. I still have my Monster High dolls in this room. I need to really put them back on the shelf. Her purse just dropped, but yeah, I really need to put those back on the shelf. So I also need to put a few other Monster High dolls back on the shelf. I took my Jennifer down to try and make her some homemade accessories because she's missing her, what is it, her left earring, and then she's missing her bracelet. Her bag obviously is missing, well, not obviously, but then she's missing her headpiece and her dangles and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to make her some homemade accessories because buying secondhand Monster High accessories, just doll accessories in general is not worth it in my opinion, unless it's a reproduction. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, it's just not worth it. That's why I ended up buying the Creeproduction Monster High dolls, because the accessories for the originals is just sky high, and it's not worth it. So even there were even these this guy, this person, I don't know if it was a guy, but on eBay, and he made replacement accessories. So they weren't original, but they were like replacements for specific dolls. And those were a little bit expensive, but I understand why those are expensive. Because he took his time and made each individual little piece of jewelry and stuff like that, and 3D printed it and painted it and sanded it and all this stuff. And I think that that's well worth the price that he was asking for, especially. But for like an original set of Draculaura earrings and necklace, that is like $25. Bye, I have to go. Okay, bye-bye. It was nice talking to you. Hope you have fun at Moana. Sing Moana, too. What was I saying? All right, yeah, the Draculaura. Oof, that hurt me seeing those prices for those accessories. But yeah. What is this little hair going on here? Oh, that's a piece of her original, I think. Right in there. Or it could be a part of the... Let me... Okay. I tried to bite it out, but it didn't really... Okay, that is not working, so I'm just gonna... No, it... Okay. That's not coming out, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. But yes. What was I saying? I was talking about the accessories, right? But I don't think it's worth $25 to pay for a necklace and a pair of earrings for an original doll. It's just not, in my opinion. So I bought the Creep Reductions, and I sold them. I did sell them for a little bit cheaper than what I bought because they were missing their accessories. So I'd rather do that than have to spend that much money in original accessories. Plus, Claudine was missing like literally everything except for her like outfit. So yeah. Okay, thread that through. Okay, this hair is really thick. I honestly could have split this into like... Sometimes what I do is, when I knot it in the middle, I don't have another plug, but I'll basically, if it's really thick, I'll basically get 4 plugs out of it. So I'll take one section of it that I've knotted and stuff, and I'll split it into another section, and that'll make 2 plugs, like so. And then I can, boop, root it into there. Which that saves a little bit more work knotting it and stuff, but I'm just gonna root that thick plug in there and see how that looks. Stuff. Ooh, there we go. I'm really hoping our hair doesn't get too thick though. Probably gonna have to tone down the plug size if I want that to happen, but yeah. So that's all the plugs that we have for this girl right now, but we have one more little chunk of hair that we have to knot. Okay. Oh, got caught in my brush. So there we go. That's how much hair we have left from my straightened hair. Not a whole lot if you really think about it. It only grew to this much of her hair. Well, I should have done it in bulk. That way I wouldn't have to like keep going back and straightening it and stuff, but I like to rush through things and be a little lazy sometimes, so that's why. Oh, right, I forgot to say, I did end up being able to, the person for another set of the free dolls contacted me, and, we were able to work out shipping and stuff, so I'll be sending out another package here in the next few, like, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and that they have that off. So I'm assuming, like, after Thanksgiving or whatever. If it ends up being, like, holidays and stuff like that, I don't know when the post office is open, so I'll just let them know if I need to, wait a little while before I ship it, but yes. I'm thankful that I'm getting rid of some dolls now. I don't even remember the ones that I got rid of at this point. There's just too many. But the person for the AA doll still hasn't contacted me, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I'll reach out to them, in a few days or so if they haven't responded by then, but yeah. Right now I have a bunch of AA dolls just sitting there. Oh, and I forgot, I need to text somebody else some more pictures of other dolls that are in boxes, because I keep forgetting to do that, so sometimes I feel like I have ADHD or something. I don't know. Haven't never been tested for that, but I get a little bit distracted, and my mind will be taken off of something and I'll forget it for a while, and then I'll suddenly remember it, and oof. Yeah, we're just gonna start knotting these plugs. I cannot get that Barbie Dream Besties Ken out of my head. He is just so adorable and handsome, and I just love him so much, and I want to get him so bad, but I can't. I have to tell myself no sometimes. No, you can't have him right now. You need to wait. Maybe I'll ask for him for Christmas or something. I did ask for the Skulltimate Secrets Garden Mysteries, because if you don't know, I'm basically trying to get all of the Skulltimate Secrets dolls. I have all of Series 3. I have almost all of Series 4. And then hopefully for Series 5, I get them all for Christmas. I'm pretty sure I will, but you never know what will happen. But yes. The Series 1 and 2, for Series 2, I have 3 dolls from that. For Series 1, I have 2 dolls from that. I have Dracula and Claudine. I'm missing Laguna, Cleo, Frankie from the Series 1, and from the Series 2, I have Claudine, Frankie, and Dracula. I'm missing Cleo and Laguna. So after I get those dolls, those 5 dolls from the first 2 series, I will hopefully have all of the released ones so far. So, but yeah, some people just want like a bunch of money for these dolls, and I don't mind if they don't come with all of their stuff, right? So I just want I want their clothes accessories. I want their clothes and both pairs of shoes. I don't care about the food accessories or anything like that. But some people want, like, for a doll that's missing, like, most of the stuff and whatnot, like, $50 plus shipping, and I'm like, no. I won't be paying that for a doll in one outfit with a little case that I'm never going to use for anything. With polypropylene hair, except Laguna. Laguna doesn't have polypropylene in Series 1, thankfully, but, everyone else besides Draculaura from Series 1 and Laguna from Series 1 have polypropylene, so more reroutes down the road, sadly, because they want to be cheap and cut corners and stuff like that, but yeah, I'll get to rerouting all of my polypropylene Monster High dolls eventually, or dolls with polypropylene in general. This hair plug's really thick. But yeah, I really just want to reroot all of my Monster High dolls with polypropylene, so I can play with them and have like fun with them and stuff like that. Like even this Cleo that I got recently, she has polypropylene hair. I love her hair color. It feels, I mean, it feels okay. It's not like the best, but eventually this will probably like dry rot, right? So even though it's a beautiful color on her, I love this color on Cleo. This like deep brown, like this chocolate color. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I don't want her to have polypropylene, so she'll be getting a reroot. She will not be having tinsel in her hair, so that'll be out of her hair. I may do like blonde streaks or something to simulate the tinsel, but I don't root my dolls with tinsel because I like to play with their hair. Stuff like that, and I'll probably root it a little bit long. It's about right. I might make her hair to about right there, so it's all the way to about almost her kneecaps, but I'll probably make it go to about her mid calf once I get to rerooting her. And I need to do Abby, and then I need to do Draculaura from the Skull Ultimate Secret series. What was it? 4? Yes. And then I need to do Claudine when I get her. So hopefully I get her. I don't know if I'm getting her or not. Well, I probably am. Because for Christmas, my sister said she would probably get me like a gift card or something. If not a gift card, maybe just give me like straight cash or something like that, like money. And it all depends on her work situation and stuff like that. But I don't really care if she gets me anything or not. I know her situation, but I'm just going off what she says. And if that is the case and I do get that, then I probably would use that money to buy Claudine, because she's the only one I'm missing from that series. But yes. The Barbie Dream Besties are on sale actually at Amazon. On Amazon. Don't know on Target or anything like that or Walmart, but I know they're on sale on Amazon. They're $17.99, which are like, that's like a $2-3-ish difference from what they costed, so that's really good. And Renee is actually on sale for $11.99, and I was tempted to buy another Renee, I'll be honest, but like I said, I'm trying not to do duplicates of dolls, but I kind of wanted to reroot one of the main girls, like the original girls, right? And I was thinking about like rerooting her or something, but then I was like, do I really need her, you know? That hair is super jinked up. Look at how, oof, that is completely different lengths. I'm gonna have to undo that. I don't like that. Where's my needle? But yes. I was thinking about buying one to reroot, but I don't know, I'm already rerooting this one, and she is going to take forever, because look at how big her head is. And it's just jam-packed full of, okay, I think that, okay, that is a knot now. That's not going to be able to be used, I don't think, sadly. Well, maybe if I, no, I'm not going to be able to, could I? I'm going to cut her hair anyways. I think I'm just going to toss this to the side, because I don't like that. So I'm going to make sure that this hair is knotted in the, not knotted, but like pinched in the middle where it's supposed to be, so I'm going to pinch it again. This is a struggle I have with hair. I don't understand. Like, I keep trying to pinch it in the middle, and the knot will go outside of the pinch. But for other people I've seen do it, it doesn't do that, so I don't know. At least I don't hear them mention it, that it happens. So I don't really know, but yeah. Is that even? See, that's not even either. I don't understand. Let's move this over here. Is it not pinched in the middle where it's supposed to be? Let's do that. That's better-ish, but okay, like that. Yeah, there we go. Another plug, but what is going on with this hair here? Going like that. That's even there, so why is the knot not? Let's... Let's do this. I'll try that again, see if that worked, but don't know if it did. Okay, I think... yeah, it's pretty much the same length, so that may have worked. Okay. Been going for an hour and 16 minutes, I think. I actually have a Cabbage Patch that I am planning on rerooting at some point. She has a very similar hair color to a hair color I have. I think I did a video on her. It was part 1, and I never got to rerooting her, because I didn't know if I wanted to use a rerooting tool or like do it with a needle and use the knot method. But if I did the knot method, it would take so long. So I might end up doing like the needle method for her, so, but I don't know. She's a childhood one that I harvested the hair off of. And yeah, she's basically fine besides that, and I had to like take her hair off her body and clean her and stuff like that, but yeah. Besides that, she's pretty good, and she has some scuff marks on her face and stuff, but I've seen worse. Actually have worse laying next to me. I did a video of unboxing some dolls that I had kept outside, and they sadly got mold on them. So don't ever leave your dolls outside. I'm just gonna say it right now. For whatever reason, just if you can avoid it, for whatever reason, try to, because they'll most likely get some kind of mold or dirt or some crud on there, and sometimes that can be really hard to get off, depending on what kind of mold or what dirt or whatever. It's just awful, and I hate that I did that again. You would think I would have learned my lesson the first time, but no, I didn't. But we were running out of space and everything, so I guess that's why we had to do it, so... because, we had moved a family member in here, in this room, actually, which was our doll room, and we had to basically move everything out, and most of the stuff went in my room, but some of it couldn't fit, and it was already piling up in other places as well. So we had to put some of our stuff outside, and then it got moldy and dirty and stuff like that, and that was just awful. So yes, that is why so much of our stuff is dirty at this point. But yes, let me get these hair plugs over here. Come on. Okay, there we go. They're wet. Now we'll root them into her head. I mean, this hair just feels super duper soft, but I just do not know if it'll boil wash properly. I mean, it doesn't boil wash properly, so I don't know if it'll set properly when I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't know. I'm just very frightened that I'm going to spend all this time rooting this in this doll's hair and it's not going to behave the way I want it to. But we'll see. Okay, we do that. Okay. Like that. Mm, mhm. But yeah, I wonder what the Dream Besties roller skating line is gonna look like. I wonder if they're. I think I mentioned this in another live stream, but I'm wondering if they're gonna keep their color palette, cause like if you look at like say like Brooklyn for example, she's like blue themed, right? Like she's supposed to be like the blue girl. Um, in Malibu, she's like pink. Renee's purple. Teresa is red. Like, how is that gonna? Are they gonna like change the color palettes up? Are they gonna do like a Monster High thing where they kind of change it up but keep like the they'll keep like they'll add some different colors in there, but they'll keep like the main, just like the same color palette for a lot of their releases. I'm wondering if they're gonna do that or not. If they're gonna do like a Monster High thing or not. Do not know in that. I wish that they would leak already because I'm very curious what they're gonna look like. And these didn't even really leak. The only time they leaked was when the Amazon listings came up and we already had stock photos. We haven't even seen the prototypes of these dolls yet, so and we saw the prototypes of these, the original Dream Besties, so I'm wondering what's happening with all the prototype leak. Like the prototype, the like concept art leaks and stuff like that. So I'm just curious in that regard. Don't know what's happening with that. Maybe Mattel is being like more tight with their doll brands and stuff, so they're not leaking it quite yet. Like they're not, like maybe they had like situations where they were like getting leaked a lot and stuff like that, so they tightened up security and stuff, and it's not getting out as much. We don't know yet, but yes. I hope they leak so I can see if I want them or not. If I think they're super ugly, I might not get them, but I'm anticipating that I probably will end up liking them and get them. Because I also think they're going to be $20 as well, the roller skating line. At least that's the price that they have listed, like in the leaks and stuff. Like, well, there's no like leaks of the dolls themselves, but there's leaks of like where they've been like found, like names of the thing that's coming out and the prices that it'll be and stuff like that. So yes, very curious if Barbie Dream Besties is going to be eternally $20. They'll probably come up with some like play set or something that'll be like 30 40-ish dollars depending on how big and stuff it is. But I feel like Barbie Dream Besties, they're trying to aim it at like, they're obviously trying to aim it at like younger kids, but they're also trying to aim it at like parents that don't want to spend a whole lot of money in dolls. And yeah, I think Bratz is trying to do that as well, because the Always Bratz dolls were $24. If you don't know what an Always Bratz doll is, it's basically like this. Sasha, Chloe, Yasmin, and Jade all had dolls, and they were basically just like Playline. Still are, they're still available, but they're like Playline, but they're really good quality, and they're only like $24. But I got mine each for $10, so they were on sale. So I had to snatch those up as quick as I could. And there's these new dolls coming out, like a new style for the main four. Chloe, Sasha, Yasmin, and Jade. And they're called the Going Out dolls, and there's actually leaks of them, of what the dolls are going to look like. Don't know if they're absolutely final products or not, but I'm actually quite liking them. Chloe looks a little strange with the way her hair is styled, but I think I like her outfit. It's giving kind of like 2010s vibes. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like a little bit later than 2010s, but yeah. It's definitely giving like somewhere in that area, like 2010, 2015. I don't know. Looks like very something like that, to me at least. Then again, I'm not like a fashion expert, so maybe what I'm saying is completely wrong and false, but yeah. I guess I was just never really interested in fashion like other people. I'm interested more in like the doll itself. And then the fashion was second. That's why I have so many nude dolls. Because I'm more interested in the dolls themselves, and then I can put the dolls in whatever I think is cute, you know? But yeah. I'm really excited for the Going Out Bratz dolls. They're going to be $20 as well, I mentioned, I think. But, for 20 you can't really go wrong. I mean, that's a pretty good price for a doll. They're going to have a lot less accessories than the Going Out Bratz dolls. The Going Out Bratz had, like bags, they had sunglasses, like jewelry, and then they had like makeup compacts and like headphones and stuff like that. And you see my foot there. um so that probably upped the price, and that's probably why they took that away, which honestly, if you can take some of that away and give us a good looking doll with maybe like a bag, a purse or something like that, like I'm fine with that. Like all I need is the doll's shoes, her clothes, and a bag, and nice long good quality hair, and I'm good. With a good screening as well. I'm good on that, in that front, on that front. So yeah. This hair is not threaded through there properly, so yeah. Oh, my phone is kind of dying. Don't know what percent. We're at 30 right now, so we're safe for now. We have another 10% before it starts to go into the crucial area, the phone is dying area. So yeah, live streaming, I really should make sure to charge my phone all the way up when I'm doing it, because it does drain my battery. Or bring my charger with me. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. But yeah, so if I do end up getting up and going in there, I'll bring it back and like we'll do something else, because we're out of hair. Besides the plugs I prepared, we're pretty much out of hair. These plugs are really super tight in here. I do not know how you would be able to route that with a rerouting tool and not split some plugs. Oof, those are super duper close. Oof. And some people use this like gigantic needle. Like some people I've seen have used needles this size, and they'll cut it off and they'll just go to town in their doll's head, and I'm like, oh my goodness, don't do that. That is like, ooh, you are like tempting fate at that point. Um, the scalp, the scalp split reaper is going to come for you at that point. Like he is going to reap you for splitting that doll's scalp. I do not know why some people like do such thick needles. Like when I use a rerouting tool, I use a needle that is like super duper teeny, that I know is not gonna like rip the plug a whole bunch and stuff like that. But some people just, oof. There was this one YouTuber in particular, I'm not gonna say who or anything like that, but they had like this huge needle, this really, really big needle, and they were rerouting a Bratz doll. I don't even remember the name of the YouTuber or anything. It was probably a bigger needle than this. And it was well, I don't know if she's rare. It was a Felicia doll. If you don't know what a Felicia doll is, let me grab her really quick. Because I like to show, if I have them near me, what they are, what I'm talking about. So this is a Felicia doll. But the original, this is a reproduction. The original of this doll is very sought after. And for some reason, I don't think that people really like the reproduction that much. for some odd reason, because she was like setting on the shelves for like $10 in my clearance at Walmart. So I wish I had picked up maybe like another one or something like that. Maybe given her a reroute, but I didn't. So yes. But anyways, the original of this doll is very sought after. And she goes for like hundreds of dollars, like $500-700, something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyways, they had this doll, right? And her hair had been cut off, and oh my goodness, when I tell you I nearly screamed. They took a needle that was much larger than this, and they cut the eye off, and they used that as the rerouting tool, and they were like taking this huge, like, I don't know what it was. It was like an ice pick or something, like a huge, like, hole puncher or something. And they were going into her head, and they were like widening the hole like super duper big, like creating these humongous gaping holes. And they did that for the entirety of her head. Oh my goodness, that made me scream. And then I think that they used nail polish for the painting the lips, which I've done before. I've used nail polish to seal my doll's paint, clear coat for sealing the paint, and I've used glitter nail polish for lips and stuff like that. But oh my goodness, they to use nail polish on such a sought after and like hard to get doll. Oh my god, that made me cringe so hard. Um I'm trying to find the doll that I've used. So I used nail polish on this doll because I did not have glitter. I still wouldn't recommend it. Do as I say, not as I do. Um, you can see where I repainted her lips. It's like a little bit more red. This is more of a maroon color. Maroon, more of a purpley color. I don't know my colors well, but as you can see, I did put some glittery nail polish on there. Some glittery nail polish, and I still wouldn't recommend it. And I sure as heck would never do that on a very like expensive doll. I don't know how much they paid for her, but she was fairly complete and everything. She just needed a reroute and her lips a little touched up, but oof. I mean, they did an okay. They did. I'm not gonna say the doll looked ugly because she didn't. It's just the thought of like having those gaping holes in a doll's head is just like not for me personally. I like to make sure that like, I'm not gonna say for every doll that I root every single hole, right? I try to, but especially for like let's say a vintage Barbie that I'm customizing. Let's say I take a bubble cut and make it into a color magic. I will create my own lines, rows of hair plugs, and I'll skip like the ones they have because they're so close together, and the hair would be ginormous if I did it that way. So I do it in those cases. But just oof, especially around the hairline. I feel like the hairline is where you should take the most caution because that's most likely where the hairline is going to split. Like the hairline is most split than other parts of the. It's the part line and the hairline that is most likely to split because that's where the holes are for closest together because they're trying to make it look seamless and look like that, make it look more natural instead of having it super gappy like in here. But I still think about the to this day. Um Forget the YouTuber's name. I wouldn't say their name anyways. I don't want to do that. I don't do that. But yeah. That really just oof. Like this cuz I can just like poke it into to a hole. Don't have to worry about it splitting or anything. Well, I'm not going to say that if the hole's like literally right like this. If it's like right there, rooted into the head or whatever, then it's probably going to split if it's like that. But for holes like this, I don't think that this is going to split when I use the needle. I don't think I had it split like that unless I can bind them together intentionally, so yes. But I have had it split multiple times when I use a rerouting tool, so that's what all I'm going to say on that in regards to that. I don't know how long I've been going for. Because it shows like 94 minutes, but I have a hard time with numbers. So I'm not quite sure how many hours that is. I know 60 there's 60 minutes in an hour, and then 60, 70, 80, like an hour and 30 minutes maybe? 34 minutes. Something like that, but yeah. Been live for a little while. I don't think I'm planning on ending it anytime soon. I just feel like chatting to the camera, so we still have plenty of plugs left to root into this doll's hair. I've been going a little bit more slow with these round of plugs, unintentionally, in fact. So, mm. Yeah, I would love to have a first edition Felicia doll. I think the Campfire line was the first doll. She was her first doll, her initial doll. So I am thankful that I do have the reproduction, but I I always like to have the originals if I can get them. But and I think her skin tone's a little bit lighter than her original doll, which, that happens with pretty much every reproduction doll ever. The skin tone's going to be slightly different, but I think her makeup's a little different as well. Her outfit, I know the print on her shirt is different than her original doll. It's similar, just different. Then she does accessories. Reproduction dolls' legs don't really bend that well, I'll be honest. It's what I don't like about the rubber bending legs. Like, see how that I try and click it twice and then it goes back to its original one click, so I don't like that. On the Always Bratz dolls, do they do that? They just click once, so sadly they only click once. Don't really click anymore, but these Bratz dolls are so gorgeous, and I love her, like, I think it's like an iridescent shoe. I'm not sure what the word for that is, but it's like has those different color shifts in it. Ugh, so pretty, so detailed, so beautiful. Let me put her back on the shelf because I know if I don't do it now, I will never do it. So yes, actually, where did I put that? Oh, they're her accessories. Okay, I was wondering where Daisy's accessories were, and I found them. So I was debating whether to get some Rainbow High dolls. Like, they're on sale, the reboot dolls, but I love the Sunny reboot dolls. I love the Winter Wonderland or whatever it is, Winter something Sunny, and I love the reboot Sunny, the core reboot Sunny. She's really beautiful. She's one of my favorite Sunnies, actually. And they're only those core ones are only $11, and the winter ones are only like 17, I think. So not bad at all, honestly, for what you're getting. But I don't know. I'm just not like as into Rainbow High as I originally was, like 2, 3-ish years ago. I think I would get into them about 2-ish years ago. I don't know when. I remember when Shadow High. I know when Shadow High came out. I know that knew when the Lily Chung doll came out. Series, what was it, 3? I think it was series 3. I remember when they were on store shelves. That was the first new Rainbow High doll that I got in store. That's actually what started me collecting dolls again, was Rainbow High. Fun fact. So basically, I had been a doll collector since I was very young. I played with them and I wanted more and more and more. And in my mid-ish teenage years, let's just say about 14, 15, till I was about, let's say, about 17-ish, maybe. I just wasn't as into dolls as I originally was. for whatever reason. I think it was just in my environment and stuff, things that were happening, so I just was like not focused on those things as much. Um, and I remember going to the toy aisle for the first time in years. Every time we went into Walmart, I just skipped the toy aisle. I never went there, and I decided to go there one day for just like fun or whatever. I was bored. I was like, let me go to the toy aisle. And I went down the toy aisle and I saw this. Saw this like they had a bunch of dolls there, but they had Barbie and everything like that. But turned around and I saw this doll. Now, it wasn't the first Rainbow High doll I've ever seen or anything like that, but I had actually purchased two before that. But I wasn't like, you know, actively buying dolls like every time I went out or anything like that. But I turned around and I saw this beautiful doll, and she had the most beautiful, like, she had dark skin. Forget her name. What was her name? She was, I think, from series 3. She had the dark skin, beautiful blue eyes, and that like really hot pink hair, really long. And she kind of had the black short dress with the rose something. I think she was like rose themed or something. I forget her name, but I saw that doll and I picked her up and I was like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. And that's the first doll I remember. That's what started my collecting again. Cause yeah, we had a bunch of dolls and everything, and I would buy them sometimes when I went out, but I wasn't like super into them, you know what I mean? But oh my god, that doll, like, that's what started me buying my newer dolls. Was that doll right there? Does that? I don't know why, but it does. Like I was saying, I saw that beautiful doll in the store. I don't know when it cut off, but I saw her in the store and I thought she was gorgeous. So that's the doll that started me collecting like dolls again. Newer ones in particular. But yes, I forget her name. I remember trying. But yes, oh, I forgot to root there, so I'll root there. Finish up there before I root any more on this line. Let me just prep all these holes. But yeah, like I was saying, one day I want to do a live stream or a video of me going through all of my Rainbow High dolls. I would love to go through all of them. Just show them to everyone and show everyone my collection, because I do have quite a few. Not like my Monster High G3 dolls. I don't think I have as many as them, but especially because Rainbow High was like, so let me think. When I started collecting Rainbow High, they were originally like $24. Um, they were $24, I believe, and then they started going up to $30, and I was like, no, I'm not paying $30 for that doll. No, thank you. That's $2 for $60. Not happening. So that's about when I stopped collecting Rainbow High, because it started getting outrageously expensive. And I'm not saying that they're not worth $30. It's just I'm not willing to spend that much on one doll, you know? I didn't even want to. I'm not going to say that because I have spent that much on a doll before. It was the Hairplay Laguna. I spent that much on her before, and then I ended up getting her on clearance for $8, which is a little bit sad, but whatever. I ended up with two of them when I customized. And then, but for a rainbow, after I started getting into Monster High, my fun started to dwindle, and I wasn't willing to spend that much on a non-Monster High doll. Which honestly, if the Dream Besties weren't $20, I don't know if I'd buy them or not. Like, I don't know. I feel like I collect them and love them so much because they're $20. And then they go on sale and they're even cheaper than $20. And I feel like they are worth $20, but I feel like if they raised the price on them, I wouldn't be as inclined to buy them. Kind of like how Rainbow High started raising their prices to like $30 for a basic doll. You know, like a $24, about $24 doll is now costing like $30 with no articulation in her wrists or anything. Which I don't mind that it's not there, the wrist articulation. It's just the thought of them cutting it and for other things and then putting like little like weird accessories in there. I don't know. I'm not like huge on the reboot or anything, but there are dolls that I want. I want Iris. That's a doll that I want. I want from the I don't know what the line is called or what her name is, but she has like this neon yellow coat and she has dark skin, I think blue hair. I forgot the eye color and stuff like that, but she's gorgeous. I want her. They have like the glitter in their legs. They don't have leg articulation, which sucks for $24. But I know that I feel like they could have done articulation in the legs with the gimmick still. But yeah, I really want her, and then I want the girl with the heterochromia, which is basically where two eyes are different colors. I want her. The others I don't even remember what the other one was. I remember there's one that looks like Violet. I wish the dog would stop barking. um, I don't remember what the other one looked like or anything. I guess she was just that basic, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, I want her, and then I want the core reboot Sunny doll. I would love to get her, and then I want the winter Sunny doll. Sunny's my favorite character from Rainbow High, hands down. Like, personality-wise. I just love her, like, cute little personality. She's so fun and stuff. But, I want Iris from the series, from, I don't know what this line is called, but it's like Bella, it's Violet, it's Iris, and then it's, I think Skylar? Yeah, Skylar is in there. And I really want Iris. Skylar's beautiful, I'll be honest. They're actually all beautiful. Bella's really cute. I'm not a huge fan of what they did to the main character's eyebrows, though. They made them look very thick, which I don't mind a thick brow. Like, I like the Barbie Dream Besties, and they have thick brows, but it's almost like it's like the shape isn't as defined as the older Rainbow High dolls. I don't know. Which older Rainbow High dolls, in my opinion, had thicker eyebrows, but they're like even thicker than this, which I don't know how I feel about. But this is one of my Royal, what is it, Royal 3 dolls. What is it? Magic Sparkle. I don't know what, okay. But, Sparkle. It says Sparkle on her shirt there. But, yeah, I got this doll secondhand, and I haven't actually washed her hair, which I probably should. I should probably give her a good wash because she's secondhand, but I just haven't done it yet. And I just think she's so pretty, and I got the lot specifically for this doll because the lot itself was $15, and they had a bunch of, like these, this isn't one of them, actually. I don't know why I grabbed her. They had a bunch of these LOLOMG dolls in there. What is that fell? Oh, one of her shoes. Sorry, my Rainbow High lost her shoe there. They had a bunch of these LOL OMG dolls, which is cute. I don't really collect these per se, but I do have a collection of them. So there's that. Her hair's super cute though. If it was longer, I'd use it for rerooting. Because I'm just not big into them, you know what I mean? So I thought maybe I could actually use their hair for like reroots. There's one that has this like icy blue hair, and it's like long enough to where I could actually do something with it. It's really, she's cut right here and everything, so I wouldn't feel bad for like harvesting her hair. And I do have an Abby doll that I got recently, the Skulltimate Secrets one, where this actually looks quite similar to her colors. So let me actually take one of these out of the braid. undo the braid and see how long it is. I would need to flat iron this hair because honestly, like, nylon doesn't really boil wash, for me at least. It does fine when you're doing like curls or something like that, but I don't know. When it comes to like making the hair pin straight, I think ironing it, like flat ironing it, is much, gives the best result. Her hair is getting like tangled in here, so that's not good. Yeah, I ran out of plugs, so I'm just doing something random now. But let me take her hair out really quickly, because when it's braided, it's a little bit shorter. Let me brush it a little and see how long it is. Come on. Yeah, it's got all these little strands and stuff in there. That's like cotton here, and then it's tangled and all this other stuff, so probably gonna break a few hairs, but it's okay. She has plenty. So it is, ooh, it's actually quite a bit longer now. A little bit longer, but yeah, that's about how much hair. So I would have to knot it at the end, but I, you know, you know, not too bad. Oh, she's really bald in the middle. I don't know if there'd be enough hair to root into a mom. There might be enough hair, I think. But she doesn't have a lot of hair inside of there, which is what I'm worried about because of the style it's in. So I don't know if there's enough hair to root into a Monster High doll's head or not, but I think I would try it with her. I also have this doll right here, but she just has regular black hair. It is nylon, though. I could probably root that into a doll, but she has this, like, really, like... I actually have this... Ooh, it's super tangled back here, but... This color I have kind of like a burgundy color in the Kanekalon, so I don't know if I'd need this color really. I have this doll already, by the way. Complete. I got her new in the box at a thrift store, so... do I have another one that... I do have this... She has white hair. Like, see, I'm trying to find, like, different hair colors that I can root into different dolls. So I'm looking for, like, fantasy hair colors like this blue. I don't... Oop. My thing is dying, so I'm gonna have to go get my charger here soon. So I'm looking for more, like, fantasy colors like this icy blue and this, like, very vibrant orange and stuff like that. So I'm not looking for, like, black, blonde, stuff like that. This is actually, would this even, that wouldn't be very long in a doll's hair, so I don't even know if I'd use her, but they all need to be washed. I don't know what happened to my other ones. I had more. I guess I set them somewhere. Oh, they're under here, I think. Ooh, my vintage Barbie clothes here. There's another, this is actually a rainbow high doll that's a duplicate of mine. And I'm actually harvesting her hair on the inside for my Abby Abominable doll, my core G3 Abby. So I started harvesting her hair to make the hair plugs for her. Here's one that I was thinking of using her hair, but it's honestly so short I don't think I could use it in a doll's hair and be happy with it, so... Yeah, and then we have another one which has pretty actually long hair, but it's white, and I could basically get away with doing a blonde for, most of my white-headed dolls, and it would look fine, so not really looking for a white. I would love to get a, stark, like a true white Kanekalon hair. I think they sell it. Or it's like a platinum blonde. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do know that they sell like a platinum or like a white hair color or whatever in Kanekalon. I just need to find it. Need to go to my local beauty shop and ask if they can order me some hair colors. Oh, okay, I think it's back on. Oh, okay, I think it's back on. So like I was saying, offer, like, if they do, like, can order in hair for me, like different shades. So yeah, and I would have to make sure that it's not flame retardant, not antibacterial and stuff like that. I don't need that. And I have to make sure that it says Kanekalon on the package to be safe. Because I know this hair was listed as Kanekalon, but I don't know for sure. And it's super soft. It feels wonderful, but I just don't know if it's Kanekalon hair. I just don't know if it'll hold up, but I know Kanekalon will, so that's why I go for that. But if they had a color, if they could order me in a color in the non-pre-stretched, I would probably go for it. I do like non-pre-stretched because it is all mostly one length, so yeah. But I would love to get like a platinum color like this. Maybe even a little more platinum than this, actually more of a white. I don't have like kind of like this Saran is, but it would be a little bit more white than this. This has more of a yellow undertone, but if I could get like a white kind of like this, or even like straight up like this very like platinum white color, I would love to, because I want to add like I want to do like a doll